Hey, thanks for watching Speech Bubble. I'm Butch Hartman. I've got an amazing guest with me today. His name is Rob Paulsen. He's worked with me on many of my cartoons, including Danny Phantom as Jack Fenton.
Hello, welcome to Speech Bubble. Going Ghost!
All right, Butch Hartman here. Welcome to Speech Bubble, episode 9. Rob, we've been on for 9 weeks.
That's great, Butch.
9 weeks, Rob.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Rob. Thank you. First of all, I'm here with the
And they said it wouldn't last.
And they said it wouldn't last, and I don't know who they are, but I'm going to find them, Rob. I've been looking for them.
Good.
Hey, it's awesome. We've done Speech Bubble now for 9 weeks. We're getting some really good reviews, some 5-star reviews, mostly from my mom, which is very exciting.
Well, that's what moms are for.
That's what moms are for, exactly. But Jace's mom is all over the place.
Cool.
Yeah, she packs his lunch, puts him out.
Isn't that nice?
She's a nice.
His little tough puppy onesie.
That's right, exactly. Look how Rob is plugging the podcast already. Hey, so anyway, everybody, I'm here with the amazing Rob Paulsen, and it's my honor to have him here. Thank you, Rob, for showing up, buddy.
Not at all, buddy.
Those of you who may not know who Rob is, first of all, shame on you. I deep shame. In fact, I even got rid of my co-host this week for you. My co-host normally sits there.
I'm right here.
Oh, there's Jace. Jace is off
sorry,
camera.
Jace.
Yeah. The audio people can hear him, but the visual
It's the
people
magic
can't.
of Hollywood.
That's what I'm saying. They can't see him. And by the way, the only reason Jace is over there, we don't have 3 chairs. So we have.
Well, when you get a 6-star review, you'll get a chair.
6-star review, exactly. Well, those of you who don't know who Rob is, I'm just going to go over a brief resume, if that's all right with you.
I'm flattered.
If you IMDb this guy, you're going to see nothing but page after page after page of stuff. But I'm going to kind of give you a brief rundown on what he's done. You might know him from Animaniacs, #1. You did the voice of?
Yeah, go. Hello, nurse.
Yeah, very nice.
Yep.
Yeah. If you Animaniacs, that's one. Second is Pinky and the Brain.
Yes, that is me.
Narf.
Yeah. Oh, Pinky,
Hello.
Pinky, we're going to take over the world.
Oh, you're so much younger and better than Maurice.
I know I'm better than Maurice.
Oh, and everything.
Exactly. So Pinky and the Brain, Animaniacs, Ninja Turtles. Now wait, before we go to Ninja Turtles, you've been on every incarnation of animated Ninja Turtles known to man. Am I correct?
No, but almost. I was Raphael in the original batch.
What year? What year was that?
30 years ago. In
1930 years ago.
Yeah, 1930 years ago. 1987.
Wow.
In fact.
They had cartoons back then.
Oh my! Well, they were all flip books
on caves.
But and many people don't know that I was the entertainment at the Last Supper.
Oh,
as well.
What your name was?
Shecky of Arimathea.
And we'll be right back. Thank you very much.
Jesus, what a party! Anyway, no, I was Raphael on the original show with Townsend Coleman as Michelangelo, Cam Clark was Leo, and Barry Gordon was Donatello.
And what color?
I was red.
Red.
I was the red guy.
And you were who again?
Raphael.
Raphael.
Okay,
gotcha.
and
Raphael.
then 25 years later, the nice folks at Nickelodeon, the folks at Viacom rather, purchased the rights to TMNT, and so there was a new version that popped up around 2011.
This is the CGI version,
right? Which is now coming to an end. It's been a 5-year run, 120 odd episodes, and then I was Donatello on that one.
Still not as many as Fairly Odd Parents,
Not as
but go ahead.
But the cool thing about our gig is exactly what we're talking about. Is that nobody cares what we look like, obviously. But the fact that you have been kind enough to hire me many times. Frank Welker has been Freddy on Scooby-Doo since 1969.
Hey, gang.
Right.
Hey, gang, let's go solve a mystery.
And he still does it.
Still does it.
Right?
Amazing.
So I am, oh man, I am living the dream, Butch.
Dude, I know. And you are, one of the things I love about you, that you're, first of all, you're super talented, #1. And I think with any good voice actor, and I've told this to many people in animation and outside of animation, people go, I want to do voices. I'm like, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do voices, you need to make my show better.
Right.
You can't come in and learn how to do voices.
Beautifully said.
Yeah, you need to come in and help. You need to make my life easier. That's why you're there.
Well, you're a creator. See, that's the difference. And you have a lot of sway and a lot of credibility, obviously, with your background and your IMDb. But when you talk to young people, when you talk to actors, you're coming from the perspective of somebody who hires us.
Absolutely.
And that's a totally different animal for me. Yep. I am a hired gun, and I learned a long time ago, the competition between all these actors to up our game makes us all better.
Absolutely.
And what I also learned is that you want us to come in and knock it out of the park.
Oh, you have to. You know why? And #1, like I said, you make my show better. And then you take what we've written. We've spent weeks and weeks writing stuff, and we know what we want, and it's great. You need to at least deliver what we want.
Sure.
And if you can plus it and make it even greater, oh my gosh, that just makes things even better. Here's a great Rob Paulsen story for those who obviously don't know this story. We were on Fairly OddParents, we were casting a character named, we didn't have a name for him. His name was Mark.
Oh, right.
And he was an alien.
I love that guy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, dude, do a little Mark. Do the voice.
Okay.
Exactly.
Hi, I'm Mark Channing from Hugo Batavia.
I cannot remember.
Right. I cannot remember anything that I am saying.
He and Rob got that voice. I remember we had this alien, and you write a character. Timmy meets an alien. You write the dialogue.
Right.
And you're like, we had puny humans. I am here to take over the world or whatever. And we auditioned and this is back in the days we'd actually have actors come in and audition.
I miss that so.
I know this. I do too. But then now everybody does their auditions and sends them in via the interweb. And so Rob comes in. We auditioned. We must have auditioned. I know what it was. We had 40 guys lined up.
Oh, dear.
Not even joking.
Are you kidding
20
me?
to 40 guys were coming in. And you were the first guy in.
Are you kidding me?
First one in. And so we got Mark, because Mark Chang auditions. We're going to be here for 4 hours. Okay, Rob's coming. I love Rob. I'd met you before. You worked with me on Hanna-Barbera a couple of things.
on Gramps.
Gramps, that cartoon Gramps. Look that up, internet people. Gramps. So Rob comes in, and he's like, say puny humans, and then say, what's up? Say that.
I said, what's up?
Yeah, you're puny humans.
Puny humans, what's up?
I'm here too. And then we're like, oh my God, that's great. He made the alien a surfer dude.
Right.
And you just plussed it so much. And I went, that's the guy.
Right.
We can write for that. We can take that character and just add so much because he's a dumb surfer dude.
Right. And that's our job. That's my job.
But my point is, though, it was a miserable day for me because you came in, you were number one. You left. In my mind, you got the part. And the other 39 guys came in and I went, I am an alien. They were doing this type of a voice. They were doing the Conehead thing.
Yeah.
And which was a fine voice.
Sure.
But you just nailed it, and it was great because you added that little something extra.
Thank you.
That a lot of actors need to add.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate you hiring me. But
we never
pointing out that
recorded
story.
anything that
No.
you did.
But just tar out of my voice for nothing.
I just ripped off your voice and did it myself. I'm
thank
joking. It was Rob. I didn't. Really
but that's a really, really important point for young actors to know because all of the people whom you have been kind enough to hire, I know pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
We're all friends.
Yep.
And I don't know of very many who do not have a live performance background, an acting, performing, stand-up, improv, singing background.
Yep.
So what happens now today, as I kind of call it the American Idol syndrome, is what happens is we get a lot of people, and I tried to couch this in a way that doesn't sound like sour grapes, like when I was a kid. But the truth is, it seems to be more about being famous than working on the craft. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So people who are 15, 20 years old, I run into and they go, I think I really want to, I can do a great, listen to my SpongeBob.
Jimmy
or my
Durante.
yeah, right. I do a great impression. That's wonderful. But you're not an actor. You're not a performer.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that.
And that doesn't mean that you can't be.
Yep.
It just means that it's not about the silly voice. If you come to LA and say, I've got this list of voices, I do SpongeBob, and I do Pinky, and I do Jimmy Neutron.
Mickey Mouse.
And I do Mickey. There are people doing that.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get that gig unless one of them dies.
Yeah.
And
So don't go kill the voice actors.
Right.
We're not saying that. No.
yeah, I'm just saying that it's really about learning how to perform and learning how to create and learning how to think on your feet. Improv is a huge plus and skill for people that you hire.
Yeah, exactly. Because like I said, when you came into that audition that day, you improv'd a couple of lines with that character voice, and it was like, oh my gosh. Then you start expanding the mind of the writer and the creator. Like,
Exactly
we
right.
can make that guy do this.
Exactly
We can
right.
make that guy we had Jerry Trainer in here last
Totally.
week. And Jerry, we couldn't find an actor to play Tough Puppy that was really right. And Jerry came in and just did his Jerry thing, and it was like, we can make this guy anything we want.
Because he is A, capable,
Yep.
and B, fearless. Hey, Jerry, would you try this? Sure.
I'll try it.
And same with, Maddie Taylor, all these people
Yep.
who are
Darren
Tara,
Norris.
Darren, so bright, Dee, they're all so smart and bright. Carlos, and they are
Well, maybe
utterly...
Carlos isn't that bright, but anyway, go
That's
ahead.
true. Carlos is, and folks like that, they're utterly fearless. So they don't care about whether or not, and really, it's not about what you look like. It's about you being willing to jump in the pool and play.
I remember just bringing up Carlos again, Carlos Alazraqui.
He's
the great Carlos Alazraqui. I put him in the same category with you.
Easy.
We'll have him on soon. Guys who are older than me, but we're gonna that'll be the whole category.
Yeah,
of
that's pretty much everybody. Yeah,
exactly right. No, but Carlos, I remember when he auditioned for Mr. Crocker, he goes, I've kind of. And he said this in the audition because again, it was one of those situations you're thinking, who's this guy going to sound like? We had some big names come in for Mr. Crocker too, and Carlos comes in and he goes, "I'm going to try a little Richard Dreyfuss with Gene Wilder," and he combined Gene Wilder.
How about that?
And he combined
from Young Frankenstein.
Combined them both,
right?
And Mr. Crocker came out of that, and it was amazing.
And he had these little moments where he could go over the top like that.
Yeah.
And you
Very
guys,
good parents. Yeah.
Right? Then you start to write for that.
Then you're off to the races. You're like, oh my gosh.
And that is the genesis of a well-developed character that ends up not only being a huge part of your vision.
Oh yeah.
But entertains millions of people forever.
Yeah, quotable lines.
Right.
I'm always on the lookout for quotable lines and quotable voices. I'm like, can someone, will a kid on the playground, like I used to do as a kid when I would watch Flintstones or Bugs Bunny, whatever, will a kid go to his buddies the next day and quote the line of a cartoon?
Absolutely.
And hopefully they will.
Right. People do that with me when I go to meet them and they love Mark Chang. Mm-hmm. They'll ask me to say, I'm in love with Vicky, or Shaw.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and I was only like a secondary or tertiary character.
Yeah, exactly.
But what's great is
First of all, thanks for saying the word tertiary.
Oh, not
Teaching
at all.
the audience, yes.
But with Darren and Tara and all the main star cast of the show, those are iconic characters that you've created, and you hired people who knew what they were doing to enhance your vision, and it works.
I appreciate that.
And it's not a secret. We know how it works.
No, I know. And the cool thing is, like you were saying, I did create the character, but I think it's almost just as there's just as much credit due to the voice actor for bringing life to that
it is,
character.
to be sure, a deeply...
You're not getting any extra money.
No. I learned that years ago.
Let's just make sure we're clear on that.
I learned that. I got paid in Canadian dollars. But
we love our friends in Canada.
It is, to be sure, a hugely collaborative effort.
Oh, big time.
And the ultimate compliment for somebody who does what I do is when a creator and an artist, I can't draw stick figures, but if you come up to me and say, here's this thing, I'm looking for some ideas, I'm looking for hooks, things that people can remember.
Yep. Choices. Walk in with a choice.
And
that's a
clear
big thing.
and bold. And if you say, I like that, not so sure about it, what else you got? Then I'd dig something else out of my bag
that's
of
one of the
tricks.
that's one of the great things about you is I could always ask you, what else do you have?
Yeah.
And you, without missing a beat, you always had something.
Right.
And that's
Jeff Bennett's another one.
Oh my gosh, we'll have him in here too. I think once he gets out of jail, but we'll get Jeff. We'll get Jeff in here as soon as we can. Jeff's one of the mighty warriors of voice acting. Who first of all, he never stops talking when he comes into the audition. He just never stops. The brain is constantly firing. But any voice, and he's like you. The real human completely vanishes.
Yeah.
From the voice. Like if I do voices, you can hear Butch Hartman in there a little bit. But like Jeff Bennett just vanishes. Rob Paulsen vanishes. Darren Norris vanishes. And it's hard to make Darren Norris vanish because he's got that Darren Norris.
That's voice. Right. His voice has got such an edge; it cuts right
through.
Oh
my gosh! Yeah. Yes. He should do phone messages for sure.
Speech bubble.
Hey Heart fans, subscribe here to keep up with me, Danny, Timmy, Dudley, Bunsen, and the Noog Network, my new app full of cartoons, shows, and games. Download it here. Click over here to watch my most recent video, and here to start a playlist related to this video. Whoa, check out that awesome fan art. To be featured here, use hashtag HeartFanArt and tag me. I'm on every social media platform known to man. Cartoon Butch out. Pencil drop.